Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Looking a little scruffy this week. Sorry I didn't have time to shave and don't have a client meeting this next couple of days, so I am roughing it. Today we're doing the Garfield market update for the month of May. Got a lot of great data to share, so let's get into it. Starting with the number of active homes, you can see that this number has been relatively flat throughout the last several months. That means just basically that the market in Garfield is absorbing new inventory as quickly as it comes on. That is a very different case than what's going on in the valley overall, where inventory is extremely high. Pending sales, we saw this number climb at the beginning of these last couple months and has more or less stayed flat. Keep in mind, these are very small numbers, bouncing back and forth between 1, 2, and 3. Probably take this with a grain of salt right now. Here you can see new listings. This number was dropping until about 2 weeks ago, where it spiked, and now we're kind of back down to zero, essentially. Probably indicative of our slide into the summer slow season. Sold in the last 30 days. This gives us a short-term look at what's going on as far as closings in the market. You can see that this number, despite that little dip there at the end of March, this number is kind of on a gradual downward trend. Also likely an indication of our summer slowdown. Sold the last 6 months gives us a little longer look at what's going on in the market. You can see that after a peak in mid-March, we have watched this number kind of steadily climb week after week. Median list price current. This is where we're at with actual listings that are on the market right now and where they're priced. As you can see, this number has gradually been climbing. Had a little dip there towards the end of March, but overall it's been climbing. Once again, this shows the strength of all of these central Phoenix neighborhoods. Median original list price is the price that the listings are at when they hit the market. It's an average of that number. You can see that this number, if you look at a trend line here, kind of averaging out some of those little ups and downs, that this number is gradually going up. This is a good indicator of confidence in the market from both sellers and listing agents. So you can see that that confidence has not really dropped off like it has in some of the other parts of the market. Average price drop. I really like this data because it compensates for extra large homes or extra small homes, which can sometimes change that sale price and skew it a little bit toward the extremes. You can see that this number has dropped somewhat over the last couple of months. Relatively flat though, nothing too extreme here. Overall, pretty positive sign for the market. Average sales price over the last 30 days. You can see that this number's bounced around a little bit over the last couple of months, but the general trend line is upward, which is a really positive sign. Average sale price over the last 6 months. We can see that this dipped over the last couple of months and has went right back up almost to its peak. Also a very good sign. Average close price per square foot. Again, this kind of balances out for different sizes of homes that have sold. There is quite a bit of variety in the Garfield neighborhood. You can see that we did have a little bit of a dip, but overall this trend line is also upward. Last but not least, we've got the days on market for the closed sales. You can see that we had a spike here in the last week or so as far as days on market for close. That means that we're clearing out some of the older inventory, which is a positive for the Garfield neighborhood market. Last, we have the average days on the market for the active and pending. You can see here that number has dropped, especially in the last couple of weeks. Kind of corresponds with what's going on with the closed. When an older listing closes, it comes off of this list and goes on to the closed list. So there you have it, folks. As you can see, the market in the Garfield neighborhood is pretty strong, bucking the trends that are going on throughout the market in the valley. We're seeing price growth, we're seeing price drops kind of decrease, and we're seeing the inventory hold steady, which compared to much of the valley is a huge contrast. We're definitely seeing inventory. It's actually at the highest that it's been in over 10 years. So huge difference here in these Central Phoenix neighborhoods. If you have any questions, you can call me at 480-694-7643. Also hit like or subscribe if you would like to follow more of what we're doing with the data. Next week, we'll be looking at the Central Phoenix data as a whole.